Hello, just back from Round Top, and I didn't do a lot of vlogging down there because it was pretty overwhelming in many different ways. I'm Katherine Story. I'm a fashion designer. I have a boutique here in Laguna Beach and an atelier in Miami, and I just had done the Round Top show in Texas for the first time. It's a 2-week show. I'd never even been to Texas before. This is how I roll. I would advise if you don't do that if that's not comfortable for you. The other way I could have done it, I could have gone to Round Top, figured out which show I wanted to be in and pursued that show. But I do think that anytime you do a first show, whether or not you know it, you don't know everything. It's impossible to know everything that the first show will teach you. And isn't that great that we don't know everything? Who wants to know everything anyways? Not me. So anyways, I feel like what was great about it was I learned what products I should go harder on and which ones I should not bring. I think the only way I would have learned that was to do the show. I don't think you could have known that going in, because there are some things I'm kind of surprised about that didn't sell or that they liked, but maybe I might be a little too early or something. I learned that. I also learned that, there's a lot of like bad news bear in a show, like, oh, it was better. Like, I don't even want to feel that energy, because I just like put white light up and just was like, you are not ruining my show. Like sometimes they would come in it was the first day somebody was complaining about how slow it was. And it's like, it only takes one sale. It only takes one connection. It only takes one thing. And so don't be that person. Everybody worked hard to get there, and everybody's like having their own internal struggle with like, oh no, and doubts and fears. And don't be the bad news bear guy. Be the one that goes, listen, babe, let's rock and roll. Let's go. So anyways, that's who I try to be. Even if I have that, like, what the, And I had all of those moments. What was beautiful was because I was just like going like, I'm not going there with that person. So I just like had healthy boundaries. And so I actually found the right little tribe, and we had so much fun. And we are all going to be together in the same, like in the better location next. We made sure of it before we left. Not to go on and on about that. I also want to say that, you have to take a chance. If you want attention on your brand, this was great for my social media, for my brand in itself. It was really good. It made me, I'm different. I feel like I'm different. Putting myself in that situation for 2 weeks in a crazy ass house. Look at my stories or whatever, my video. And it was cold. It was not comfortable, not 100% home, let's say. That just made me expand and grow as a person. And the main thing were the people. The main thing about this show were the people, and how welcoming and how lovely, how supportive, how warm, just how it wasn't really, the show was secondary to the people that were there. The show was kind of secondary. And believe me, it was show all day and party all night. Like, it was everything you can imagine and more. So check the show out. It's an antique show. It's for designers. It's not for everybody, for sure. It's not Miami. It's not New York. It's a niche market. If you're not in that niche, it's not a fashion. I mean, you got to look. You got to check it out. Do your homework. Do your homework. Follow what makes sense to you. I'm doing it again, and I got great connections, and I fell in love with Round Top. I fell in love with Texas. I can't wait to experience more of Texas. And thanks for following me on my journey. This is House of Story. I'm Katherine Story, and like and subscribe for more.